I'm talking to former Tottenham player John Lacy. John, you played for Tottenham, 132 appearances, 4 goals.
Yeah, not too many.
Between 1978 and 1983.
Right.
Can you talk us through some of your great memories at Tottenham?
Yeah, well, it was a great time to join the club. They just got promoted from the old second division. It was the first division then, and they signed the 2 Argentinian lads straight after the '78 World Cup. And I joined at the same time, so it was a real exciting time. I remember the first game that we had at White Hart Lane. I don't know if you remember the ticker tape reception that the Argentinian team had in the World Cup in '78. It was like that.
I'm too young.
I'm too young. But it was, to the first game at home. It was the old stadium, and you came up from down below in one of the corners, and it was like cascades of snow, all little bits of paper coming down, which was an Argentinian welcome to the 2 lads. So yeah, exciting times.
What was it like playing alongside like Ricky Villiers and Ozzy Ardiles?
Oh, they were tremendous players. There were some good homegrown players there as well. I mean, obviously Glenn Hoddle was fantastic, and I've been lucky enough to play with some outstanding players at Fulham. Bobby Moore was there for 2.5 years with me. Alan Mullery was there. George Best was there. So the lads at Tottenham were fantastic, great lads.
Yeah. Now you still work for Tottenham now, don't you?
Yes, I have been for quite a few years, but unfortunately last year I wasn't as well as what I might have been, and I had to miss the whole season. I've been able to go this year, and it's been great to go and see them again.
Now, obviously, I saw you at the finale match. Talk us through the finale, White Hart Lane. Do you have any special memories from White Hart Lane?
Really, the first game I played there. That was, to have 50,000 people. I think it was 50,000, and maybe a bit more.
Yeah.
All on your side. As you run out, there's no feeling like it, and it's very hard to replicate in any walk of life. The feeling that you get as you come out onto the pitch, and the 50,000 people are all behind you.
Now, John, talking of White Hart Lane, hopefully this year Tottenham will move into their new stadium. Yeah. I know you've been inside the ground.
Yes, I've been there. It's absolutely breathtaking. The stadium will be certainly the best in England, and it will take everybody's breath away. And I can't wait for us to get in there, because teams will not want to come and play us there. That's for certain. Yeah.
Now, you mentioned the finale match was your last game. You've not been too well.
Yeah.
Can you talk us through that?
Yeah, unfortunately, I had just tiredness that came over me, and just thought maybe working a little bit too hard or not rested enough. But never went away. Went to the doctors, blood test, urine sample, and within 4 days, I was told I've got something that wasn't very pleasant. It was a blood cancer called multiple myeloma, and I ended up with 12 months of treatment, really.
Right. So you were out of action completely?
Yes. Well, not out of action completely, but your immune system is compromised, so you have to be careful where you go. Not too many crowds, so that's why I couldn't go to Tottenham, because if you get an infection, you haven't really got any immune system, or your immune system has been compromised, so you can't really fight them off. So you have 6 months of chemotherapy, a drug called thalidomide, which is not a great drug, but and some steroids. And then if it gets to a certain point, you can have a stem cell treatment, which is what I had, which is not very pleasant, but it's all part of the process. And touch wood now, I'm a lot better. And as I say, down at White Hart Lane again, which is great, seeing the boys and seeing the team.
Well, we're really glad to hear it, and every Spurs fan wishes you well, so thanks very much.
Thanks a lot. Cheers.
John. So I'm now joined by John's partner, Suzy. Suzy, talk us through John's diagnosis of myeloma.
Okay, so John was diagnosed officially with myeloma in May-June 2017, after having had double pneumonia and sepsis twice within the previous 12 months. GP sent him for blood tests, and they came back as possibly myeloma or another type of lymphoma, and after a bone marrow biopsy, it was confirmed that he had myeloma or multiple myeloma. The term means the same thing. And we were in shock because we didn't know anything about it, we'd never heard of it, and it was quite frightening at the time. So from that point, the treatment path was then explained. John asked the question, you know, what will happen if I don't have any treatment? And they said you'll get an infection and die. So that was a prompt to really listen up and take everything they were saying on board. And shortly after that, John started chemotherapy, which was quite rigorous and went on for 6 months, after which time he was then eligible for a stem cell transplant, which is the treatment of preference if people can tolerate it. He had the stem cell transplant in March and is now in not remissions. They don't like using the word remission, but he's doing well and playing golf.
Well, glad to hear it. Really are. How was all of this time for you?
I think it made me very focused, and the important thing for me was making sure that John was getting the best treatment and that he was being looked after in the best way, and that I was doing whatever I could to be supportive of what is quite a harsh treatment, making sure that family were involved but not scaring them. So it was quite hard. It was quite a difficult time, but I tried to remain positive, because they always say that the more positive you are and the more positive you can make somebody who's having quite aggressive therapy, then the better it is for everybody. Yeah.
Now, you're actually starting an event tomorrow?
I am doing a Myeloma 21,000 steps challenge, so I have to complete 21,000 steps between tomorrow morning and Sunday afternoon. I'd like to do a lot more than that, yeah, I'm looking for people who will support me, both emotionally and financially.
So how can people donate?
So I've got a donate fundraiser set up on Facebook, and there is a link on your
Yes,
YouTube?
There'll be a link. Yes, certainly there'll be a link below. So please have a look at the link below and give what you can.
And if you can't find the link or you miss it, then you can always go over to Myeloma UK website, and there is a donate button on their site. And every penny helps towards research. They are not only a supportive charity, but they do a lot of medical research, and a lot of the clinical trials that are run in the UK are funded by Myeloma UK. They are a fabulous charity.
So please support this fantastic work.
Thank you.
Suzy, thank you very much.
Thank you.